Hello and welcome back to GP Video Podcast by Nadia. So today we will be talking about a disease called shingles. It's a viral infection and I'm sure you guys have all heard about it. So let's talk about it today. Okay, so let's start with reading about few certain facts about shingles. Shingles is an infection that causes a painful blistering rash. A viral infection that causes a painful blistering rash. It happens, or it is most common, in people over 50 years of age. So it's a viral infection which causes a painful blistering rash, and it is common in people over 50 years of age. Shingles can be treated with antiviral medicine. You can't catch shingles from someone who has shingles. Okay, so shingles is not a contagious disease as such, so you can't catch shingles from someone who has shingles, but you can get chickenpox from someone who has shingles if you have never had chickenpox or the chickenpox vaccine. A bit tricky? Yes, it is. So you cannot get shingles from a person who's got shingles, but you can get chickenpox from someone who's got shingles if you have never had chickenpox before or you've never had the chickenpox vaccine before. Okay, so it's simple. The shingle vaccine is there, which helps prevents you from getting shingles. So these were some facts. Now, what is shingles? Shingles is a viral infection that causes painful blistering rash anywhere on the body, usually. Now who can get shingles or what causes shingles? You can only get shingles if you have had chickenpox. Not the vaccine, but the chickenpox itself. Some people would say, oh, we never had chickenpox, but we still got shingles. The reason could have been that you would have had chickenpox, but it had only minor symptoms, or it was not diagnosed correctly and you didn't know that you had chickenpox, and now you've got shingles. Shingles can happen at any age. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't have to be over 50 years of age, but the risk of shingles is higher in people aged over 50 years with a weakened immune system. People who have weak immune system, people who are on immunosuppressants, people who are on corticosteroids, like continuous corticosteroids, and people who have had chickenpox in the first year of their life. So when they were only 1 year old, like in the first year of their life, they had chickenpox. So risk is higher in all those people. Okay. So about 1 in 3 people will develop shingles at some stage during their lifetime. About 1 in 3 people will develop shingles at some stage during their lifetime. These are those people who have had chickenpox, not the vaccine, but the chickenpox itself. Usually people have shingles only once in their lives. Now, this is interesting. But sometimes, especially if you have a weakened immune system, you might get repeat infections. So we get people who would like to be vaccinated, but they have already had shingles before. Can they get it again? Should they get vaccination? Yes, they should, because though there is very, very rare chance of getting shingles again, but because these are usually older people, they can have weakened immune system because of any reason. And also not only that, even if you do not have a weakened immune system, you may still get it again, and because it's a very painful condition, we would rather vaccinate them than taking a chance. But usually saying people have shingles only once in lifetime. What are the symptoms of shingles? They are a burning, tingling or itching sensation, sensitivity to light, headache, and these are the initial symptoms, and tiredness. Then rash occurs about 2 to 3 days after the initial symptoms, or prodromal symptoms that we call them. So a burning, tingling or itching sensation, sensitivity to light, headache and tiredness. Then after 2 to 3 days we have a rash. The rash usually appears on one side of your body around a dermatome or a skin nerve. Skin nerve means that the area of a nerve that supplies, the nerve that supplies an area of the skin. At first, the rash consists of painful red bumps these bumps quickly develop into fluid-filled blisters, which can be painful and itchy. These blisters will burst and then heal into a crusty surface over 2 weeks. So where can shingles rash affect you? Which part of the skin? Face, chest, back, abdomen, tummy, or tummy, and pelvis. As a general rule, it can happen anywhere, but usually these are the places: face, chest, back of the chest, back of the abdomen, front of the abdomen, tummy, and pelvic area. The rash usually lasts for around 10 days, but it can take several weeks to settle. Okay? Now, what causes shingles? Shingles is caused by the reactivation of the varicella zoster virus, the same virus which causes chickenpox, which is the same virus that causes chickenpox. After having chickenpox, the virus stays in the nerve cells of your body but is not active. So it has caused chickenpox, chickenpox has finished, it stays in the nerve cells of your body but it is not active. Shingles occurs when the virus becomes active again, usually many years later. Usually if you've got it when you were a 6-year-old, 7-year-old, you usually get it after 50 or 60. So usually many decades later, we can say. How is the virus reactivated? It could be reactivated by stress, by illness, by immunosuppression, older age, trauma, and radiotherapy. But shingle can often occur for no reason at all as well. Again, you can't catch shingles from someone who's got shingles, but you can get chickenpox from someone who has got shingles if you have never had chickenpox or the chickenpox vaccine. Okay? The virus spreads if you have contact with fluid from the blisters on the person's skin who has shingles, or by using or touching their bedding, clothing, or towels. Again, if you have never had chickenpox. Unlike chickenpox, the shingles virus does not usually spread by coughing and sneezing. You can cover the shingles blisters with a dressing to help reduce the risk of passing the virus to others. For example, the kids, okay? And the kids who have never had chickenpox, or the kids who are not vaccinated, they can get it. Once the blister crust cover, when the blisters crust over, like they are covered by the crust, the person is no longer infectious, okay? So that is the thing. So you get it by the chickenpox virus, which is varicella zoster virus, and you can only get it if you have had chickenpox in the past. If you've never had chickenpox in the past, then you do not get shingles, but you are never sure that have you ever had it before or not, because you can have it and you can have had it, but you had only minor symptoms. But if you really have not had chickenpox in the past, then you can get chickenpox from someone who has got shingles. So you have to really be careful about that. Okay. And what is the treatment? How is the shingles diagnosed? We'll talk about it in our next video.